Happy Thursday, my coffee cakes. All right, just sharing this out. There we go. So this is just a pop-up live. It's haven't been live since Tuesday, and I wasn't planning on going live again till Monday. Simply because OMH is coming tomorrow, and I had to prepare for that. So yeah, I haven't been live since Tuesday, but I'm back for today. I don't think that there will be one tomorrow. And hey, John. And because of COPA and the swatting type folks, I don't go live when my kids are home anymore because, I don't want that to happen, while my kids are here. They don't need to see or experience that. Jacob is a rather sensitive special needs person, so I'm assuming swatting would probably do a lot of damage to him. So I don't want that to happen while he's home. My kids don't like cops. They like the nice ones, they just don't like the kind that do that kind of stuff. Yeah, he would be traumatized. And not only that, their dad would probably be really upset to find out that happened too. Can't be doing that, But I still don't understand why that's even a thing around here. You people should stop that. It's wrong. The world's gone mad right now. We got people who are sick and dying from coronavirus, and sitting here on YouTube being upset. Hey, Brian, being upset about people making a thing of themselves on YouTube and swatting them is just pure pettiness. I will never get it. I will never understand why that's even a thing. I don't know if that's a thing on TikTok. Hey, Barry, I've been doing a lot of that lately. Unfortunately, videos on TikTok cannot be posted on YouTube simply because TikTok gives a lot of awesome tools, including copyrighted music, and can't be posted here. Hey, Christina. Awesome. That's what I'm doing, cleaning. I'm not cleaning right now, but hey, Ryan, taking a break from all that. Some thoughts of the day. TikTok is fun though. I like TikTok. It's fun. I mean, they got a lot of tools there to make videos. It's a lot easier to edit your videos there because they have it all there. They have the music, they have everything there. So, I think my videos come out a lot better over there. And I film them straight from there. So, but they're not, unfortunately, like yesterday, I made a video opening up my Bloodlust palette, and I can't post it anywhere because it has Lizzo's song in it. I want Jeffrey to see that. Listen, I think I'm a far cry from getting on his PR list, but, a bitch will dance a little bit to get on it. I'll pass on creepy ass videos. I don't mind, are a little creepy, but they're fun. I really enjoy all the different filters and things that they offer. TikTok is awesome. I have to get Nanny Boo Boo out there. Well, next week is pay week, thank God, because it's been a long damn month. Although this is, I don't talk about my finances usually, but hold on, I'm gonna open the window. It's actually getting really hot in here. Oof, it's hot. All right, so the sun is shining. We're having a very odd winter this year, if you don't know. We've had maybe a few sprinkles of snow. Potential spam. Oh, here, I'm just gonna give you a little funny tip. Your iPhones are now telling people that you have potential spam calling through. Make sure when you can answer it, answer the call and say, "Hi, potential spam, how are you doing today?" And they hang up right away. But they still keep calling. That's the only thing. I'm tired of them calling me. I don't even have a car. I don't own my home. Like, what the hell? How do you get off these lists so they can stop calling you already? Is there such a thing? Ah. Today good. Today is good, Jeff. Yeah. But let's see. One thing I want to discuss, I'll talk about Wendy Williams in a little while because I'm really upset with her. And I haven't watched her since last week. And I really don't watch her much at all. But, oh, FedEx is delivering something. It ain't for me, though. I already got my packages yesterday. But, well, that's interesting. They actually had a, wow. Huh, that's a new kind of FedEx truck. Well, last week, I don't remember which day I watched it last week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Oh, I didn't talk about this on my channel yet. It must have been a day after I went live. Must have been Wednesday. Hey, Lewis, how are you? So last week, I actually did catch one of Wendy's episodes. I was cleaning and I just figured I'd put her in the background. I actually wanted to reach through my TV and like give her one of these. So something that she was talking about was Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan. You know, they were married and they have Everly. That's a very cute name. I like that, Everly. That's really cute. Well, thank you for the like, Lewis. Please, if you could share it out and get some folks up in here, that would be awesome. So she was talking about how Jenna Dewan and Channing Tatum have this app. It's for co-parenting. I don't know what app this is, but I'm tempted to look into it because I think that's a very cool thing. And I don't, you know what? Listen, Wendy is, please tell me they're not here for me. Freshly single, freshly divorced and all that stuff. And her son is, you know, of age where, you know, she doesn't have to deal with the co-parenting issues, you know? So, trying to see who that is in the car, seeing if they're here for me. Hey, Eric. So, you know, that's the thing is that I can understand where Wendy doesn't understand, but me as a single mom, oh yeah, that's Bobette. That's not for me. Okay, that's for the lady upstairs. Okay, good. So we can continue to live without worrying about my housing people coming in. So, so she was talking about how, these two use an app. It's a co-parenting app where, you know, it makes it easy for them to communicate without communicating in person. As someone who's a domestic violence survivor, I wish this app existed when, you know, I was going through a lot of stuff because that makes a lot of sense. So, but again, Wendy, her son is in college, so there's not really much to co-parent with at that rate. But she was kind of rude about it, you know, I didn't like it. And, you know, she said things, you know, she obviously doesn't get it. You know, when you're co-parenting with somebody else, you know, you can go to your swap and, you know, you can go in there with a positive attitude and the other person could have a shitty day and they're taking it out on you. You can't guarantee that. You can't control what other people are going to do. I mean, I could tell you many times that I was going to swap my kids either at the police department. There was a time in my life where I had to, you know, hand off my children at the police department or, you know, something like that. And, you know, you could be ready to be nice and not say anything at all, but the other person has a lot to say and it's not going to be nice. And, you know, it should be an easy thing to walk away. But the thing is, when you're being attacked by somebody, you know, sometimes you want to defend yourself, and rightfully so. And no, it shouldn't go down in front of your children, but sometimes it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And there actually happened to be a somebody in the audience who had said that's actually a really great idea, and Wendy went off on her, and I didn't like that. I mean, Wendy says to this woman, hey, Justin, Wendy said to this woman, what, you can't just, you know, hand off your children for 5 minutes without, you know, going off on each other? Like I said, it's not that simple. I've been through it myself. What? Okay, well, you can go away. That's weird. Um, but that's what that's the thing is that Wendy really, she shouldn't have gone off on the person in the audience. She just doesn't seem to like put an end to this. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. Like I said, her son is in college, and you know, she doesn't have to deal with the co-parenting issues that the rest of us have to deal with. She should be happy that she doesn't have to deal with that, but she really doesn't have a right to comment on something she doesn't know or understand. It's not that easy just to hand off and to go after someone in your own audience for saying that that app is good. And she said, what, you can't go 5 minutes without, you know, like I said, it's not that simple. It's not. And concerning how her relationship ended, her husband cheated on her and knocked somebody else up, and she's spiraling out of control. She really has no right to judge anyone right now. You know. And then on top of that, she admitted to theft. She admitted to theft on her show. If you don't know what's going on here in New York, as of March 1st, plastic bags are officially banned. I'm all down for that. I bring a bag everywhere I go. I mean, no, I'm not always perfect, but I do my best to bring one. I keep one in my purse. That's why I have a big purse, so I could throw a bag in there and not have to worry about remembering that. So she was talking. New York's now. I live in a different county than she does, and out here we're the only ones in New York currently who are charging bag tax. Our bag tax is 5 cents. The rest of the state isn't doing that right now. But as of March 1st, it's a complete ban, and although somebody was saying it might not be a complete ban, that they might just charge 25 cents a bag. I'm not sure. I believe it's paper and plastic. You're gonna have to bring your own bags. So, well, I mean, shopping bags, as in, the ones that you walk out the store with. They are not banning the ones where you put your fruits and vegetables in. That's a little stupid, but whatever. It's a start, it's a start in the right direction. So Wendy was talking about this on her show, and she had said something. She said when she goes to the grocery store, now New York City doesn't have a bag tax. Like I said, they don't get banned until March 1st. So as of, tomorrow, well, Saturday rather, yeah. Well, that's the thing is Aldi's has always been like that here. You have to bring your own bag. I mean, some stores are implementing, for a long time, they had a deal where you can, if you brought your bag, you get 5 cents a bag back. Target has brought that back here. Whole Foods, if you bring a bag, you get 10 cents off your order no matter how many bags you bring. You could bring 10 bags and you get $1 off your order. Just put one item in each bag if you just want the 10 cents. I mean, they're usually pretty accommodating with that. But she said on her show, when the cashier isn't looking, she grabs a whole pile of bags. A whole pile. That's theft. That's theft, Wendy. That's stealing. You just admitted to stealing. You don't do that. I mean, listen, you can go to Costco and buy a box of plastic bags, just throw them at the bottom of your purse. Wendy, you make so much money. I don't understand. That's what I don't understand about her, is why she had to say that. First of all, why do you do it? Yeah, Costco never had bags, or yeah, they've never had bags here. BJ's, we have a BJ's here. I know BJ's is not a big thing for everybody, but why does she have to admit to stealing like that? Why do you have to steal to begin with? She makes oodles of cash. I'm sorry, I'm over her at this point. Like I said, I only put her show on the other day just to, my Fire Stick in the living room wasn't working, and I just put it on to, help me get through cleaning. Usually I'll turn the Fire Stick on and I'll put Pandora on or something like that. And I just said, well, let me put Wendy on. I have basic cable. That means I have 1 through 13. I don't have the rest. Unfortunately, they don't let you cancel cable completely here. So I still have basic. So yeah, those I mean, the thing is, how is Costco and Sam's going to provide bags anyways? The things that you buy there are not going to fit in a bag anyways. So, um, I do like Costco, though. Costco is pretty awesome. These I got at BJ's for, I think I got, what, 12 of these for $13. But Wendy, you don't have to steal. And then I can't even believe she admitted it to her on her show. Can you believe that? She admitted on her show that she was stealing. I mean, the thing is, that kind of makes you look really shitty, Wendy, that you said you were stealing. I mean, just bags. Oh, these? Yeah, I like these. I mean, they claim to be fair life, as in they're nice to cows, but that's a lie. But that's generally the gist of life. There's no such thing as kindness out there towards cows. So yeah, I don't understand Wendy. Yeah, she is. I mean, the thing is, look at what she said the week before that. She went after the gay people. Why would you do that? I mean, did y'all see that? How she it was Galentine's Day? Yeah, right. She could easily afford plastic bags or someone to carry her shit to her house, you know. I mean, the rest of us are managing. Like I said, I have a purse. See, this, I'm telling you, Coach is going to be garbage now. I get these kinds of bags. I love my Vera Bradley, and I throw a reusable bag at the bottom of my purse. I mean, the only downside to no plastic bags is, it's, you have to buy garbage bags now. You won't be able to use those little bags to fill your, bathroom trash can. But hey, you know what? I'm all about the environment, so, life isn't a matter of convenience for me, so I'm okay. Yeah, I couldn't believe she said that about the gay people. Now, listen, I'm a lady, and again, she's a recently single lady, so maybe she doesn't know how it works. But to me, listen, being a gal for Galentine's Day, most women, a good one, like myself, wouldn't care about who wants to celebrate Galentine's Day. I don't care. I mean, it's a day for everybody, right? Just because you're not a gal by birth doesn't mean to me you're any less of a gal to me. I don't really care. Valentine's Day is just a Hallmark holiday anyways. Yeah. Right, exactly. I mean, to me, I don't really care about that whole thing. So, I mean, she literally went after the vast majority of people who support her. What she said about the gay people, that they shouldn't be wearing heels and skirts. I don't really care. You know what? I live in a town that is very overly political. I was a member of the, the Facebook groups, like the watchdog groups. I left because they were making fun of a guy in the area. Right, exactly. I don't care who wears skirts and heels. I don't care. They're not hurting me by doing it, and maybe she's jealous because they wear it better than her. I mean, they look more feminine than her. That probably wasn't very nice of me to say, but she's probably jealous because they look better in it than her. Jealousy is an ugly look, Wendy. You should stop wearing it. I don't know. I grew up in a very colorful world, and I grew up, like I said, I had an uncle who was gay, and I went to high school with the most amazing people in the world, and one of these people that I had as a friend, his name is Dwayne, and he had an excellent job for a high school kid. He worked for the Hampton Jitney, which is a very expensive charter bus. It goes from the Hamptons to Connecticut or Hamptons to the city, and I think he was like a bus matron, and he would go to what's it called? Right, exactly. I don't care. It's clothes. They've got clothes on, Wendy. At least they have clothes on. Although if you don't want to wear clothes, that's okay too. I don't really care. Hey, all the power to you. If you feel that you look good enough naked to walk around naked, hey, that's your choice. I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me, and I don't censor anything from my children. My kid's dad is gay. The father of my kids is gay. So, like I said, I had an uncle who was gay. He died of AIDS. And I have lots of friends who are gay. I love my Jeffrey. I love James. Well, I don't like James Charles, but I like Manny MUA. I love these people. And I left the local watchdog group on Facebook because they were making fun of a guy in the area. They were calling Manny the tranny. I don't know if his name is Manny. I don't know if he's a tranny. I've never seen him, but I don't go out much in this area. But regardless, that's not a cool thing to say. And you're teaching your kids wrong. See, this is why the bullying thing continues, is that you're teaching your kids it's okay to say these things. You don't know if he's a tranny. You don't know what part of the LGBTQ community is. Who are you to decide what part of the community he is? Did he say he's a tranny? Did he say he's a transvestite? Did he say he's transgender? You can't just assume. The good old saying about assuming. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. He may not be a transvestite. He may be transgender. We don't know. But it's not your choice to say which one he is. And, teach your kids it's okay to say that. Unless if that person tells you exactly where he's at in his life or she's at in her life, that's not your place to say. I hate this town. I really do. I just went to the local grocery store this morning. Get this. I get a bag of shredded cheese, a packet of, cheese singles, a bag of jelly beans, and something for dinner for Monday, and $15. This store is so expensive. It's one of those mom and pop conglomerate type things. It's like a big version of they're trying to be like a Stop and Shop, but they're a mom and pop version of Stop and Shop, but they charge like double the price for everything in there. Bags of salad. Like that you go to the regular grocery store, and usually a bag salad is 2 for $4, 2 for $5 even. 2 for $4 will be better, but they have it 2 for $7. A jar of spaghetti sauce, $3-4, and it's not even Rouse. Rouse is worth like $5-6, and at least it tastes good and it's better ingredients. I'm generally all about supporting small businesses and things like that, but when you're doubling the price for something, that's a little rough. But so exactly, Justin, that's exactly it. I like my world to be a little colorful, Yeah, well, this is a protein shake, so it's a vanilla. They come in different levels of protein. There's a 26, a 30, and a 42-gram shake. The 26 tastes the best. This one has only 2 grams of sugar, and I think the 26-gram ones have a little bit more sugar, so it tastes a little better, but it's not terrible. Yeah, my days have been a little bad with my eating. So this is what you do when you're in a bad eating ways. You got to get back to your back to basics, so you don't end up spiraling out. And I lately have had a tendency to do so. You're not invincible. Which leads me to my hey, Mr. Doughboy. Which leads me to my next conversation for the day. Now, I am a member of some of the bariatric related groups on Facebook. And, I was warned about these things. When you're going for bariatric surgery, most surgeons out there will tell you to avoid these groups. I take them with a grain of salt, usually. It's better to go to an in-person meeting. Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of fixing it a little bit. It's a little here and there. A little better today. I actually got back to 134. So obviously, maybe something was going on. I've also been drinking a lot of coffee from Dunkin' lately. The other day that this whole mess started. Hey, Simon. I actually had 2 large cups, and I think that was part of the problem the other day, is that I was becoming dehydrated, and I also didn't eat properly. Sometimes if you don't eat enough calories, that could also cause you to gain weight. And now that I'm a year and a half out of surgery, I have to actually start eating a little bit more than what I've been eating for the past year. Because for the first year, I only ate like somewhere between 600 and 800 calories. So now I have to bring it up to like 1 to 1,200 and stay there. But mostly protein. Usually the way I work it is if I don't have any junk things, unless if I have my protein first. You know. And one day I didn't even bother to. Yeah, that's true. The scale is a problem. They actually warn you about that too. Um, there's a lot of things they warn you about. And one of these things is these Facebook groups. Um, the one thing I can't stand in these groups, now, I do and I don't watch my 600-pound life. I don't have cable right now, so I either can watch older episodes on Hulu, or I wait till I go to my mom's house on the weekends and I'll watch it there. Okay. Now, but sometimes, I will put it on Hulu because, the one thing that is very important after weight loss surgery is support. You have to go to your therapy. Hi, Nasty Black. You have to go to your therapy appointments. You have to go to your support group appointments. And, it's good to have people around you who know and understand things. That's why the support group is that important. However, I haven't been to a support group in quite some time. So sometimes if I'm falling off the rails, falling off the rails, whatever you want to call it. I will watch my 600-pound life on Hulu, which is usually the older episodes. And, because, I think of that as a support. I want to support the person and cheer the person on the show. Yeah, that's true, Simon. No, they did not. People with the gastric bypass generally don't have to live on laxatives. Maybe here and there, but with the gastric sleeve, they don't warn you about that because they just don't. I usually stick to laxatives on the weekend and just try to behave during the rest of the week, and then just, do what I got to do on the weekends. But, this week I got a little bad. But the one thing I hate, and this is not just, with bariatrics, it's just with anything in life, sometimes people who have weight loss surgery think all of a sudden they are some kind of, why, thank you, Simon. They are some kind of an expert, You're not. We were all there at some point. Oh, no, sorry to hear that, painkiller. Oh, wow. So, I don't think of myself an expert. I usually tell people don't go by what I do because what I do probably won't work with you. No, I haven't gained any weight back. I go between 130 and 135. But the poopy pills become a regular of your life. It is what it is, but it works. The surgery does work as long as you work with it. Yeah, so one thing I can't stand is, people who have been in this themselves and then they sit there and judge somebody on a TV show. First of all, it's a TV show. My 600-pound life is still a TV show. I don't think the show itself is innocent. I do think that they want what's good for TV. And hey, John, I do think they want what's good for TV. I don't know if Dr. Now is involved in whatever goes on behind the scenes, but I do believe that they want these people to mess up. I do believe that's what they want because it makes for good tea. They want the oh, I love you too, John. They want that. It's good for TV, and they want to see. It's a lot easier for the show if everybody, did excellent and got their surgery. Yeah, they want the drama. And I think a lot of people who, I can understand where, the rest of us who aren't on TV, We have to work harder to get the surgery. There's a lot of stuff missing in the show, you know. They don't really show the whole like process to get surgery, so I don't know if doctor now follows the same plan as everybody else. Like for a regular person that's not on My 600 Pound Life, they have to go to, it's between a 3 and 6 month process. So well, do your research. Best advice is to do your research. Make sure you get it all in full. I mean, every surgeon's going to have their own after surgery plan. Follow that plan. Don't follow somebody else's. I mean, you got to be in it to win it. It's up here as much as it is in the physical aspects too. You know, you have to be ready here and everywhere else. That's right. When you want the surgery, you have to go to the classes. You have to go to therapy, because it's a tool. It's not a fix. You know, it's only, I mean, it will stop you from eating something bad. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. I can manage to eat things that I'm not supposed to. But again, that's up to me to decide, you know, should I have eaten that? You know, so, you know, with the show, I think that there is a lot of issues with it. I mean, hello, Bojan. I mean, I'm not going to crack the everything on, you know, My 600 Pound Life, but there's definitely a lot that, absolutely. I do think that there is a lot in the show that is missing. And, you know, like I said, the one thing that's missing is, I mean, if you see this, if you actually watch My 600 Pound Life, he gives them like 30 days to lose. Hey, Jamie, Sunny Power. With My 600 Pound Life, you see that he only gives them 30 days to lose a certain amount of weight. That's not usually the reality of everybody else. It's usually a 3 to 6 month process, which, like I said, it equals medical testing, it equals therapies, it equals all kinds of things. And the thing is, I kind of wonder, because if you notice, a lot of these people that are on the show, they don't really, I'm kind of wondering how they even make it on the show, because a lot of them don't seem like they're even ready for it, unless their families want them in there. I don't know. I don't know everybody's case. But as somebody, you know, who's been through the process twice, if you don't know, I actually went for the surgery 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago, this March, February, March. And then I was sexually assaulted and I had to abandon ship. And then I waited 4 more years to get it after that. So, you know, the process is, it's a very long process to get the surgery, and you have to be ready to go. Like, you have to be ready for the long process. You have to be, the reason why they want you to lose the weight before surgery is to show that you're able to commit to a diet, you know, because you can get really sick. You could hurt yourself. I used to babysit for this guy's kids back when I graduated high school. He had 3 kids, and I used to babysit them at nighttime. He was a good employer. And he had the gastric bypass. And I would never have known this guy ever had a gastric bypass a day in his life, because he ate like a normal person. And it turns out he almost died because he overdid it. You know, it's very serious. I don't know how it works with the bypass people. I mean, it is very hard to, it is kind of hard to really overdo it. But you can. I mean, it's not like you can't, but you would really hurt yourself if you did. I mean, the show really depicts a lot of things, and I think that the show is involved. I don't, like I said, I don't think the show is completely innocent at all. Based on my fact finding, I think the show is full of shit. I mean, I do watch it. I'll be honest, I watch My 600 Pound Life because I want to root for these people. I do want to root for these people. And, you know, as me who's, I mean, I stopped myself at 230 pounds. You know, I said that was enough for me. I didn't want to go any further than that. I mean, some people don't have the ability to decide, oh, I'm good now. They don't, you know, and if you watch a show, a lot of these people were sexually assaulted or abused as a child, so it's a defense mechanism, you know. You know, for me, I was sexually assaulted at 13, so I made myself undesirable. And now I don't have that blanket anymore, so it's a little scary to me. you know. But I'd rather be where I am now than where I was before. And, you know, but it's a lot. It takes a lot. You have to understand this is a whole mind F process, because you're literally stripping away the one thing that makes you sane and happy, and that's food. You can eat after surgery. It just, you won't be able to eat the same again. You could still eat the bad things, just in moderation. But that's what I can't stand, is that these people in these Facebook groups, they seem to forget where they came from. They seem to forget that they too were in that situation, and they should not judge somebody else. Nobody should ever judge somebody on that show or anything. Food, it's an addiction. Obesity is a disease. It's a food addiction, just like drug addiction and alcoholism and things like that, you know. And that's why it's a tool and not a fix. The tool is what stops you from, gorging out on things that you shouldn't be eating. But the fix is on you. You have to take care of this part here to fix it. And that's kind of like where I've been lately with my mistakes, is that I wasn't okay up here, but I've also like been dealing with, this OMH is coming, tomorrow, and Section 8 is coming on the 9th. So I've been kind of like all over the place trying just to get by with these inspections so I can move forward and do something else, Next week is pay week, and I go out and do things. Money doesn't buy happiness. No, it doesn't. But it does help. And since y'all are really enjoying the Marshalls and TJ Maxx videos, I promise there'll be a lot more of those. Two next week, at least two. I think I'm going to go. I actually have 2 more Marshalls and 2 more TJ Maxxes to visit. And the one I'm going to go to on Tuesday is apparently the best one. They say it's the better one. I'm curious to see what that means. But hey, Matthew, I mean, the one that I worked at, they said it was the top 3. I don't know what 1 and 2 is, but if this was in the top 3. Yeah, Section 8 is yearly. The only crappy thing about OMH is the Office of Mental Health came and did an inspection in September. So they've already been here, within the last, 6 months. But there's a possibility that they are auditing the agency because of what's going on upstairs and a lot of complaints. So, but Section 8 has to come annually to make sure that the place is in gear. Yep, I have. I'm working on books. Nope, it's not snowing here. No snow here. It's too hot to snow here. It's been in the 40s and 50s here. There's not going to be any snow here. Maybe upstate New York area, but not here. I kind of wonder if, I always, grew up with the heat breeds germs. I don't know if y'all heard that they have possibly 83 cases in Nassau County with coronavirus. I'm like, I don't want to get into what ifs and how this came to be. They're saying it's because the people in China ate bats, and then they're also saying that there was a lab next to the food market, and it might have leaked that way. I don't know. No, we don't need heat. It's hot outside. But this warm weather here on Long Island is probably not very good for this virus. Heat breeds germs, But they said they may have 83 cases in Nassau County. That's not good. That's not good. Somebody was telling me that it may take up to a year for them to get a vaccine for this too. Could you imagine how much damage this disease can cause in a year? But I'm still buying my tickets to New York City on Monday or Tuesday, whenever I get to the library and buy my tickets. I'm still going. And I'm still going to eat Chinese food. I had Chinese food last week, and exactly, Justin, I agree. That global warming, and you know what? That's probably going to bring a lot of disease on top of, I mean, sure, the Chinese people probably shouldn't be eating bats and koalas and things like that. I mean, there are repercussions for, harming Mother Earth's children, I do believe in that. And they've been doing that for a long time, and they may want to rethink their options. Well, actually, I think they just banned that idea. I think they just made it illegal to eat wild animals now. So I guess they are thinking about it, which is a plus. They should stop doing that. A lot of the wild animals are becoming extinct because of us, and you know, maybe this is Mother Earth fighting back. She's telling us, stop eating her children. Stop eating her other children. This world isn't just for you, it's for them too. I don't know how anyone could eat a koala. Can somebody explain this? Like, how? You can't look into the face of that adorable little thing and say, "Oh, I'm going to eat you." I don't get that. That's like me looking at Frankie and saying, "Oh, I'm going to eat you." Frankie, I'm going to eat you. Can I eat you? Can I boil you up and eat you? She says no. But that's the real shame of all this is, that's, we will never know how this disease really started. The problem is it did, and hopefully they get it right before it's. They're talking about pandemic, epidemic, and endemic. Maybe. I think it's all three, if you ask me. Who knows? I guess we'll soon find out, and hopefully they get it under control before it's a huge problem. I mean, if this disease unleashes itself into New York City, I mean, that's going to be an epic disaster, especially since, Easter's coming up and summer's not too far behind. And, that there's going to be a lot of tourists coming our way. I mean, unless if, that guy in the White House is going to say, well, we're going to have to not allow any tourists for a while. He may do that. I mean, I guess maybe it's not the worst case scenario, you got to do what you got to do to protect the people here. And I'm not necessarily saying that's the way to go, but maybe that's what we got to do. Yeah. Maybe that's what he's got to do. He's got to shut down the tourists from coming into the country for a while. I mean, cruise ships are now a problem because they hire a lot of people from around the world to work there, and that's what happened to the one cruise ship that was docked in Japan. And just so you know, 2 of those people were from Long Island also, and they were sent back. 2 people that were on that cruise ship that was detained in Japan have come back to Long Island. Now they're saying kids in Italy. Did you see the Pope? The Pope may have it too. I saw something today that, yeah, well, that's normal, Matthew. That'll never end. They got to look for these robocalls, got to find some way to make a living. They're saying the Pope may have come down with it too, because he went to do his godly duties, and he went to go visit the people in the hospital, and he shook their hands. I mean, he was just doing what his job says to do, and I mean, it's sad. I hope that that's not the case, and I mean, I hope they have some kind of way to fix this. So but then again, it's the Pope, so I'm sure they'll save him because they have all the best care in the world for the Pope. He'll be all right. Yeah, that's exactly it, Justin. God will heal the Pope. God and lots of money, while the rest of us squander and squabble to heal ourselves from that disease. He will be just fine. Don't you worry. The Pope will be saved. You know how that works. Oh, well, what are you going to do? He was just doing his job. And, there's people, and you know what's sad about that? I mean, listen, I was raised Catholic, and I, converted to paganism a long time ago. But, it's sad because I don't remember which news site. I think it was the Daily Mail who posted the article this morning, and people were laughing. I mean, listen, I get it. Like I said, he's got all, they're going to take care of him. He's going to be just fine because he's the Pope, and the Catholic Church has lots of money, and he will be fine. But, you know, I mean, I don't think it's funny. I mean, I don't think it's funny anybody gets that. That's sad, is when people laugh at others. Why are you laughing at this man's misfortune? I'm sure even though they got the money to take care of him, it's still going to be a long and painful road to get him better, you know. It's still bad. And God only knows who he came in contact with in the meantime. He probably shared, you know. I mean, the people he came in contact that didn't have the coronavirus, it's not like the Vatican's going to take care of those people. So, you know, it's not funny. There's nothing funny about this at all. I mean, the guy in the White House said yesterday we not to worry and everything will be all right. Again, if Trump gets the disease, he'll be okay because he's got lots of money and people to take care of him. So of course he could sit there and say, "Oh, don't worry, it'll be all right." The rest of us can't sit there and say that, you know. I'm guessing that the care for this is going to be very expensive. I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's true, Justin. Yeah. You think he's going to refuse, though? You think the Pope's going to refuse treatment? I don't think so. You know what? This guy's a little different than than most. He seems very unconventional. I think that's why I like him. And I'm not even a Catholic anymore. No, you can't go live in the airport. That's a I think that's a security. No, he's gonna get treatment, of course. I like this guy though. He's very unconventional. He's very different than most. That's why a lot of people don't like him. But, you know, I think he's very different, and he seems very caring and kind. And look at that. He put himself on the line to go pray for the people with this horrid disease. And I guess that bit him in the tuchus, you know. But he'll be all right. I'm pretty sure the Pope will be all right. And like I said, if Trump were to come down with this virus, he will be okay too. He has nothing to worry about. He's got enough money to save himself. He'll be okay. Yeah, he'll be okay. He doesn't have to worry about it. The rest of us do, but the rest of us peasants, right? But I'm not letting coronavirus stop me from doing what I want to do. So I will be going to New York City in April, and come what may, if I get sick, I get sick. I know Isabel really wants to go to the boba tea. That stuff's some really good stuff right there. Although boba tea isn't necessarily Chinese either. That could be, there's, you know, different forms of it. I had one last time. It was really good. Yeah, exactly. Big Pharma, you know. We should fight that. I mean, right now is the time to be fighting Big Pharma because, like I said, you know, these people, these famous people or rich people, they don't have anything to worry about. They'll be okay. But the rest of us people, watch what's going to happen. It's going to become an epidemic. They won't have enough money. They won't have enough, or it'll only be for the people who could afford it. You know, that's not going to be a good plan. But you know, that's how it's going to work. You know, that's the sad part of it. That's exactly how it's going to work. Is it's only going to be for the people who could afford it. You know, this is why I'm kind of glad I have agoraphobia. I don't go out too often. Maybe I'll be okay. I don't know. You know, and you know that Wish site, they're selling those masks for cheap. Yeah, comes preloaded with coronavirus already in it. That's sad. You know, I actually deleted the app. I deleted Wish because I ain't ordering anything from there. Not one thing. I don't care what's cool and what's not cool. You know, you don't know how it's going to get here. You know, you're better off just not doing it. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. You know, they should shut that down. Yeah. Isn't it kind of funny? It's sad, but it's kind of funny. I mean, to a certain degree, I guess we do. No, you really shouldn't laugh at it, but I guess you kind of have to because it brightens up the day just a little bit. You have to have some level of comfort. You know, I always say you're going to look back on something 10 years and laugh on it. I mean, this isn't really that funny. But, you know, still, you have to try. You got to try to find some humor in it. There really isn't very much, but you got to. You just got to. Has Saturday Night there you go. Has Saturday Night Live touched on this yet? I haven't watched it in a while. I wanted to watch the episode with RuPaul hosting, but I'll have to go back on Hulu and watch it that way. Love RuPaul. Did I ever tell you I met him? I met RuPaul many moons ago. Many, many moons ago, I met RuPaul in the Hamptons. And RuPaul says, "Hi, Marie. I am good. How are you?" RuPaul says he only dresses in drag if he's getting paid to do it. And I guess I got the one lucky day because he was heading out somewhere and he was dressed up. It's a shame that was before camera phones were in existence. But yes, I thought he was quite lovely. You want to say hi, Franks? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? What's up, pup? Yeah? What do you say? You have anything to say here, Franks? She wants her nap. Frankie wants her nap. Yeah, she's already back to sleep. It's daytime. She's not really nocturnal. She just sleeps all the live long day. Well, anyways, guys, I am going to go now. And I don't know if you'll see me anytime soon. But if not, I will see you guys Monday. Fingers crossed that my inspection goes well tomorrow. I don't see why it won't, but I will see you guys Monday. And I will see y'all later.